everyone, welcome once again. Today we're talking about tritone substitution. We're looking at what tritones are, what tritone substitution is, how to create voicings for it, and all of that. But let me say this first: tritone is something really vast and wide. It's a world I'm actually still exploring myself in music, and it's really enjoyable. It's wide and vast and all of that. But I'm going to really try to simplify it to my best ability, to the best of my abilities. All right, so let's get into it now. What is a tritone? All right, so breaking down the word, everyone knows already that tri means three, right? Tri means three, triangle, something with three sides. So tritone simply means three tones. So basically, or simply put, a tritone is an interval of three tones. So everybody knows tone and semitones. So if I'm going to start from C, this is my root C, right? So if I want to get the tritone of C, it simply means I would just move three tones away from C, and that would get me to F sharp. This is my C tritone, right? So if you count the interval, this is from here, this is one tone, two tones, and three tones. So we have C tritone, and it's that simple. That's what a tritone is. You should just understand that. So from B, 1, 2, 3. So basically, to play a tritone, whatever note you're playing, move three tones further or backward. Now that's one very interesting thing about tritone. It doesn't matter if you're moving three tones forward or three tones backward. 1, 2, 3. You get the same notes. The difference is that, okay, we're going to call this F sharp tritone because F sharp is the bass note here. So F sharp tritone and C tritone, basically the same thing. And that's how simple tritone gets. So having understood that, what is a tritone substitution? Now, tritone substitution simply means to substitute a dominant chord for another dominant chord, a tritone away. I'm going to simplify it. Now let's look at that. Let's take B dominant, for instance. This is B dominant 7th or B dominant chord. Now if I'm going to play a tritone substitution, it simply means I will think what notes is a tritone away from our root here, B, and that's going to be what? F. 1, 2, tritone, F. So I would play an F dominant. So basically, when you substitute F dominant for B dominant, what you just did is a tritone substitution. That's what it simply means. But now let's look at why. Why does it have to be a dominant chord? And why would the tritone substitution work? Now, in a seventh chord, when you have a seventh chord is a 4-note chord. The two most important notes in every seventh chord is the third and the seventh. Okay, of course we have the root, but we're leaving the root out of it. The root, of course, gives meaning to the chord. We only know this is a B dominant chord because our root is B, right? So leaving out the root, we have the third and the seventh. Now the 5 is a negligible factor in every seventh chord. For instance, if I were to omit this 5 from this chord, we still have a B7. That's still be displayed as a B dominant 7 chord on the screen. So whether we have the 5 in there or we omit the 5, we still have a B dominant 7th chord. Alright? So I just want you to know that the third and the 7th are like the most important factor in a 7th chord. Alright, and now if you look at this case now, in a dominant chord, the third and the 7th are a tritone away. You see, this is E flat tritone. Right? 1, 2, 3. So every time you play a dominant chord, there's a tritone in there. Your third and your 7th are a tritone away. Your third and your 7th are a tritone away. Your third and your 7th. Every single time you play tritone substitution. You play a dominant chord. You understand? Now let's look at I'm trying to explain why the tritone substitution works and the theory behind all of it. So now, if I said if a tritone substitution of B would simply be to play an F dominant chord instead of your B dominant. Now let's compare these two chords. Like I said before, the 5 is negligible, so I'm going to just take it out. Most times when we talk about tritones, you actually see your dominant chord being played like this. Most times we omit the 5. Alright, so omitting the 5 out of this, we have this B dominant and F dominant. And now I'm going to omit the roots also. Remember, we are concerned mostly about the 3rd and 7th. So if I omit the roots and omit the roots here, and comparing these 4 notes, you will see that we have exactly the same note. This is E flat, and this is F. Sorry, G, A. I would have taken this is A, and this is E flat. Now, I'm trying to simplify. Please just stay with me. Let's analyze the chord once more. You can see here on our left hand, we're playing a B dominant. You can see E flat is our 3rd, and A is our 7th, right? While here there's kind of like an inversion. So in this case, A is our 3rd and E flat is our 7th. So basically, when you play a tritone substitution, you have the same 3rd and 7th of the original chord swapped, becoming 7th and 3rd. I don't know if you understand. So these two notes, when I play a tritone substitution of a B dominant, will swap positions. And that is exactly why a tritone substitution can work, because the two most important notes in the chord are still present in the chord you are substituting it for. Please stay with me. I really hope you understand what I'm saying. So we have the 3rd and 7th here. We have the 7th and 3rd here. These two most important, they are the same. They are still in the chord. I don't know if you understand. So basically, the only difference is just the root. We're omitting the 5, of course. So it's just the roots. Alright? So that is why a tritone substitution would work. So let's look at how, let's just look at a simple application. Alright, so let's say we have great is your faithfulness, oh Lord my Father. I don't know this word. Da, 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 da. I know there's a dominant chord here. Da, 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 da. So I'm playing on the key of C. That was a D dominant, taking us to our 5. Then, okay, there's even a 7th thesis. I'll change it not. We'll come back to the 7th thesis. So let's look at the first dominant chord here. There is a alright, so if I don't want to play my D dominant here, if I want to play a tritone substitution instead, it's simple. What was a tritone away from D? That's G sharp or A flat. So I can simply just play the A flat dominant going to my saw. So there is no there's not really much of a difference. It sounds so well, and it seems just so natural to substitute those two, and I've explained why. Because the 3rd and 7th are the same. So I could play because we want to get the tritone sound, where I could just omit my 5 and do. And if I do the same thing here, so it's simple so far, very easy to understand. So let's look at the 7th thesis movement here. Right, so basically, you know, your 7 is a dominant, your 3 is a dominant. What we're going to do now is I'm going to play my 3, the tritone substitution of my 3, instead of the normal E dominant. Now, the tritone of this would be what? That would be B flat. Right, so that would be thou change it not. So this is basically a 7th thesis with your 3 as a tritone substitution. So thou change it not, or omitting the 5 to get a better sound of the tritone. Thou change it not. You understand? I could do this differently. I could play the 7 as a tritone substitution instead of the 3. So that would be what? This is my 7. The tritone away from this would be this. So this B, this F. So I could play my F dominant instead. So thy change sounds the same, and it's a really nice substitution. So this is my 7th. I change. Really simple, right? Yeah. So tritone substitution is really it's a very simple concept, but where what would differentiate maybe a beginner applying tritones and playing tritone substitution of that from a professional is really, for me, I think it's kind of like the voicing, the way you voice it, how you play it. A professional would play it differently. So let's look at some easy ways to voice your tritone substitution to really get a nice sound and all of that. Instead of just playing this as my 7 now, instead of just playing the normal dominants, you want to add some extensions, maybe add some 9s, add some 11s, or add some alterations, alter the chords, the dominant chords, and all of that. And let's look at how we can do it. Now, one easy way you could just play your tritone substitution is to play, let's say you just play the major, right? I'm playing, what we're going to do now is 7, 3, 6, right? Or I'm playing the tritone substitution of my 7, so that's going to be F instead of B. I really hope you understand. So instead of doing this on both hands, it can be boring sometimes. So what I like to do sometimes is just to play my F major here and play the tritone on my right. Right? So I can do something like this. So this. Right? I just played F major, E major, A minor. So my right hand is playing the tritone. That's the fun way you can play it. It's still the same thing. It's F dominant, right? E dominant. I'm just playing the 3rd and 7th. That's the tritone. So it brings out the tritone and gives it a kind of distinctive sound. So, thou changeth not. You understand? So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is this one where I like to do it a lot, and I think I've talked about this before. This is one of the easiest ways to create a flat 9 voicing for your dominant chord. So if you have a dominant chord, let's look at F. What's the easiest way to create a flat 9? Now a flat 9 of our F would be F sharp, right? So now when you have a tritone, you're playing a dominant chord on your left hand, an easy voicing would be to go a semitone above your roots. I hope you're following. A semitone above our roots here would be F sharp, right? So go a semitone above your roots and play a diminished 7th chord. You see how this blends? So I've explained the relationship between diminished 7th and dominant 7th chords before, and this is one of the ways they're related, right? So playing this creates a flat 9. So these are F dominant flat 9, right? So this is one of the ways I love to play my dominant chords on my tritone substitution. So I could play great is your faithfulness, oh Lord my Father. Let me play the tritone substitution here. So that would be. So I played my dominant here, a semitone above the roots. That's this. That just creates a flat 9. So 7 twists you could do, right? I could do exactly the same thing for my 3, even though my 3 is not a tritone substitution. Basically, get it for dominant chords, whenever you play a dominant chord, just go a semitone above the roots and play a diminished 7th, and it will give you a flat 9 voicing. So it's the tritone substitution. This is my normal 3. So now another way to voice this would be to play an upper structure flat 5 major, or simply put, let me put it simply, just simply means to play a major chord of the original roots. So basically what we are playing is 7. What we want to play is 7. The 7 would have been a dominant chord, but we've substituted it for its tritone. So now play your 7 as a major chord alongside your tritone substitution, and you see it creates a flat 9 sharp 11th voicing, right? So we have the flat 9, that we have F sharp here, and this is sharp 11th. So we're creating extensions for the dominant chord and creating a really nice voice. So I could do okay, so that's changing not. It's really simple, right? So this is one of the ways I really like to do it. Change it not. So let me play the 7th pieces again now with my 3 as the tritone substitution. So I will just do you understand? So basically that's pretty much it. There are so many ways you can voice it, so many ways, and there's so much more you can actually do with tritone and tritone substitution. But this is kind of like an introduction. I know it might not be exactly really simple and all of that, but I'm sure you'll be able to understand it. I think I was able to break it down. But if you have any questions, you can drop in the comment section, or if you are part of our WhatsApp community, yes, you can ask your questions in our WhatsApp groups. And if you want to be part of it, yeah, some people have been asking me. You can drop a comment below. I'll drop the link on the WhatsApp community. But yeah, that's pretty much all for now about tritone substitution. So let me just do a quick recap of what tritones are. 3 tones away. Obviously, what tritone substitution is substituting a dominant chord for another dominant chord as a tritone away. And I said this was because the 3rd and 7th in every dominant chord are a tritone away, right? And I explained how to voice. I said one of the easiest way to voice the tritones is simply to just play, dominant chord is simply just major and flat 7th. So just play the major on your left and play the tritone within the dominant on your right. Right? So then I said another way to do it is to play the full. Let's say we have this. So this way to create a flat 9 is semitone above your roots, play a diminished 7th, right? Like to a flat 9 voice. And the 3rd way I gave us is to play right? So it's kind of like whatever dominant chord you're playing, a flat 5 or a tritone away, play a major chord. So I believe it's very simple, easy to understand all of that. So yeah, cheers, thanks for watching, God bless you, see you in our next lesson.